I mean, is there sort of a lot of room for growth with those
I
guys?
think there is. There's not a lot of experience there, and summer's going to be critical. They're going to have to really work in the off season, not only in the weight room but in the player run practices, and then the time we get to meet with them is going to be critical. And then, take that into fall camp and have a good 4 weeks before we have the opener versus Fresno.
It seems like with the recruits in the secondary, a lot of guys are versatile. They can play either corner or safety. Was that somewhat of a point coming into this season?
Yeah, we wanted size in the secondary. We want safeties with coverability. So many teams play 3 and 4 wide receivers. A lot of the nickel package that we play is really 3 safeties. So we wanted athletic cover type guys that could play in space.
And you had the luxury of having a J.N.A. Harris for so many years. Now that he's gone, how do you plan on fulfilling that role? By committee, or do you have a couple of guys that you
Well,
narrow down?
I think Chase Williams has done a nice job. He's had experience playing a little bit against Notre Dame in the safety position, and I thought he really grew up after that game. So you could see him do some really good things in that game that he showed during practice, even though he was kind of nicked up all year. And then Raymond Scott, we'd moved him from inside linebacker out to the nickelback position. And then Max Williams, who is a mid-year that's here, who's coming off a knee injury, hasn't had a full practice yet, can only go through individual. I anticipate him challenging as well.
We didn't get to talk to you after the showcase, but I wondered what you thought about the play that Drake Jackson made.
Yeah, I thought it was spectacular. It was, very athletic play, very quick key and diagnose and recognition, and so it was exciting. I'm really happy about his progress.
Yeah, what'd you think of him not attacking a quarterback? He kind of read the screen.
Right.
Even that, maybe most freshmen probably would have.
Yeah, we would have had closed on that. What we teach when you get a down block, you're going to run what we call a surf technique if the back's offset to your side, and if you don't feel like you can transition to the quarterback in an RPO, get your hands up. And so that was just a great play, and he's a very talented athlete.
What's the next step for him this offseason?
I think just this grind, going through spring ball for him the first time, the weight program, just to have continue his ascend. Don't want to take any steps back through the summer.
Weight-wise, do you like where he's at? Is that what you want him to look like?
Yeah, I like the way he moves. I think he's been physical in the running game, and then it shows the ability to transition and rush against tackles in the passing game. So I think he's fine right where he's at. He's, he reminds me a lot of, Cam Jordan, who I coached at Cal, Leonard Williams, who we had here. He's a very similar athlete to those guys at that age.
When Caleb Tremblay gets back healthy, where do you see him?
I think he could play 3 technique or defensive end for us. That's where we're kind of training him in the meetings, and really excited about getting him back out here. I think he can give us some real quality work. He's got a really unique ability as a pass rusher inside on guards. So in passing situations, we'll keep him inside.
I'm going to ask you about EA as well. How do you feel like he's done for the last month?
I think he's made a lot of progress. We're playing him in only one side of the defense, which is the will or the dime position, and I've been really happy with his progress and his ability to key and diagnose.
This is going to be a young group that you're going to coach. You can't control that, but do you feel encouraged by what you guys maybe could accomplish this fall, even though it's so young?
We got a lot of work to do, but I'm really happy about where we're at defensively right now. I think going against this offense and this system and the repetitions during spring ball has really helped us teach our defense, and I think that's been important for our progress. And we got a lot of work to do, but I feel good about these guys understanding what we want to accomplish going into fall camp.
Has anything about the group collectively surprised you, or that?
They got we got I'm going into my 4th year here, so it's nice to see younger guys that were freshmen and sophomores step up in more of a leadership role and mature. So that's been fun to watch. When you talk about Isaiah Palomalo, John Houston, Jordan Alcefa, Greg Johnson is a vocal guy. Marlon is a quiet leader. So I'm excited about the things those guys bring. And Christian Rector, of course, who's been here for a while.
Thank you, Coach.